Kids, we need to have a conversation. It's 2017. It's a new year. This is the State of Remorse. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, no, that's... I don't know. Anyway, this is our show where we just sort of look back at the year and talk about our thoughts about the show and where we want to take it. So I asked these two gentlemen here today to take part in the State of Remorse, and we each showed up with a few ideas of how we want to change the show going forward to get some agreement and figure out what we want to do. So without further ado, let's take a look back at some of the highlights of this year. You can actually see yourself, right?
I can see myself. Crazy. I can't. Go ahead.
Because of the cord.
Yeah, I can move that.
That's funny. I don't need to see me. I know I look good.
That guy came in quite handy with his six spells and multiple growths.
Oh my.
Sounds so wrong.
Yeah, he's not very popular with the ladies.
But man, is he effective.
Welcome back to Gamers Remorse. Today we're checking out Viticulture with the Tuscany expansion in the cool Collector's Edition by Stonemaier Games. Let's check it out. Bottoms up, as they say.
Are we in an Irish pub?
Tops down.
Today we're taking a look at Shadows over Normandy. Echo.
9!
Wiener Schnitzel!
I think you're overruled.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
7-5.
That's where I was at.
You know what? I gave it a 1, but I've already been overruled once, so I'm just gonna... We're good. 0.75.
Why are you even on this show?
Why am I even on this
You're
show?
on an Eric show.
I know, right?
Gosh.
Man, I'm out here.
I believe it's called Devil Boy.
Devil Boy.
Yep.
You know, and so, I mean, some of those just, they sound fantastic, and they just add more and more to that theme. What are your guys' thoughts? You gonna overrule me again, or what's going on?
But a 2, but I'd be willing to go lower because I've overruled you twice, so maybe Eric can be our tiebreaker again.
See, I took the same idea as, like, this game is built for potential.
Come on, man!
Gave it a 2. So, Brian, you stay firm?
How about we meet in the middle, 175?
175.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
175. Guilted us into it.
With that, 2.25, it was...
I said 0.5, but that was merely because I like to be different, I guess.
That is hilarious.
I just figure, you know, like, once you get over that barrier of entry, it's fairly intuitive.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, 0.5.
0.5.
Point
Got
Ryan.
another one.
And or you're like, oh, I get it now. But with most of Funfeld games, you're like an hour and a half in, so you're not going to start over. So, I mean, once you get going, it makes sense, but it takes a while to get there. As people who had to learn the rules from me, who messed them up, I pulled a Sean. What were your guys' thoughts?
Oh, it's a phrase now? It's a verb?
Hashtag it, social media, pull the Sean.
Fair enough.
Nah.
Why are we doing this?
It's totally gonna be a blurb at the end thing. Blooper. Anyway.
Hi! They shake and make a noise, but I feel like that's way too obscure.
Well, I mean, if you're thinking keys, selfless plug for Sean here. He has a game coming up on Kickstarter.
Nope.
Has nothing to do with
It's not that. But I do appreciate the plug. That was nice. That was nice.
hilarious.
Because, I mean, that was one of the first things I noticed.
really?
Was...
Yeah. Getting ready to send out for reviews.
Oh.
Had reading.
I had
Reading
Russian.
Russian Railroad.
Both games.
The Reading Railroad was in Monopoly.
No one likes Monopoly.
Elitist. Anyway, all right. All right, that was awesome, right?
That was great.
To be fair, we haven't seen it yet. Future Sean will deal with that. But Gamer's Remorse of today. Let's talk about what we want to do tomorrow, right? So the major thing I want to change about the show is it seems like we've gotten this state of pattern, right? I've templated all of the videos. We do the same rubric every time, and although that worked great for consistency of having the shows and being able to easily implement them, I think it made for not as fun to watch. And so I want to kind of break it up. I want to do more specials on the shows, you know? Like, we used to do crazy outfits and uniforms and things like that. Like, I thought that added some antics to it and made it more interesting to watch. But those watching right now, comments below. What do you guys think? Do you want us to dress up? Do you guys want us to get crazy again?
Should we bring back the costumes? Or
Hey.
should we only wear 3-piece suits?
I tried with the Christmas episode.
He did. He really did try. And that's another thing. I loved the Christmas episode because it was a break from routine.
It was, yeah.
Like, it was fun for me to, like, edit and do and write. And, oh, man, it was marvelous. Rather than just doing the same thing in and out. I feel like all the other reviewers are doing these template videos where it's just not fun to watch. It's hard to get excited about that. Although it highlights the game itself, I just feel like we were getting too templatey. What do you guys think? Would you be welcome to, like, changing up the show from time to time? That might mean more editing, which I might rely on you guys some more again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you guys are good with that? Any ideas on it? Any expanding ideas?
Oh, okay, so some of the things I'd kind of been thinking about actually came from your grandmother. Like, and I'm talking about literally, I work in the same building that their grandmother lives in. So, I talk with her quite often.
And she's going to be our fourth host. That's
and that's something that she's been talking about. It's like she hasn't watched any of the videos, but wants to, and she keeps calling them skits. It's like, we need to do more skits.
That's awesome.
And she's like, I want to be a part of one of those skits. I'll be the cranky grandmother.
We can play Sorry. We could review Sorry with Grandma.
Pit.
Rook.
See,
These are classics.
These are classics in our family.
We played with our
Pit
grandma.
And Rook
and that's kind of where I was going with it, was making it a little more personable every once in a while.
Yeah.
It was like personal games that you bring to the table.
Ooh.
You know, like
That's
this
good.
this is something that have meant something to me. This is, you know, like family, that tradition type thing,
Yeah.
or whatever. So
That's really good. I like it.
Yeah.
Seal of approval. I mean, I guess if we're voting on it, it seemed like you were welcome to it.
also
Yeah.
more
Okay.
skits.
More skits, of course.
Our most viewed video.
More creepy clowns. And emo.
Hey, guys!
And emo Ben Woods.
Our games were so 2015.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that video, sorry.
We'll also put the link down below.
So I know that Tom Vassell probably wasn't a fan of it,
No.
but he's getting paid for that.
Yeah.
Like, that had so many hits on it.
For a while, that was one of their most viewed videos. For the month it was released, it was the most viewed video
How awesome
That
is
month.
that? We were viral. We blew up.
with 10,000 hits.
Right, but then no one's ever going to watch
Yeah.
us again.
Worth.
Hashtag worth it.
And now there's people like, I don't know what video they're talking about.
Yeah.
And then now they're gonna go view it again.
There's some people I will meet at Gen Con and be like, oh, who are you? Oh, Gamer's Remorse. Weren't you? And then, like, this expression of realization that I'm the creepy clown crosses
Yeah.
their face, and they're like, ooh. It's nice meeting you. Gotta go do taxes. It's good times. All right, what's your suggestion?
Yeah, one of my thoughts, and it's been commented in a few of our videos, is people miss playthroughs.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought it'd be fun to do a few Wii plays. I'm thinking very loose editing.
right.
Pretty much maybe set up 1 or 2 camera angles, and it's pretty much, we could jump between angles if we wanted to, but it's real-time reaction as we're playing the games. Because we had some great B-roll from those games of stuff happening,
True.
where it's just us reacting to things.
yeah.
So I think that'd be fun to bring back. It'd be loose editing, they'd be longer videos, but
I have something to go along with that.
let's hear.
All right. Number 1, I want more vintage games. Which there's no point in reviewing vintage games. You're not going to go out and buy this from Miniature
You
Market.
can't find Fireball Island,
Or Tornado Rex. Spoiler. Right?
Voice
So-
of the Mummy.
So I want to do playthroughs of vintage games because that's the only value it is.
Yeah.
Just nostalgia watching someone play this game. The other thing is party games. We have tried to review party games on this show, and it always goes horribly. The best one we ever did...
Sixes? Would you consider that
that
a
one
party
was
game?
good, but we still did a playthrough of it. It is a party
Yeah.
game. The one I was thinking of, though, was that indie game where you're pub crawling. That's a drinking game.
Oh
You know
my
what I'm talking
goodness.
about?
The
I wasn't-
dwarven drinking
I
game.
wasn't
Dwarven
here for
drinking
it.
game? Yeah. That was a party game. Can you imagine reviewing that?
So can I just point out, my coworkers have learned about this series.
Okay.
That is the only video
Oh my god.
they have watched.
And they're like, you guys are awesome! Right?
And thank
Not
goodness
those
I
words,
wasn't
but that's how I interpreted it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, yeah, I agree. Like, we should do playthroughs
Yeah.
of those games because you can't review them anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be fun to watch a playthrough of Twilight Struggle, let's say. So much
I
meta
disagree.
going on.
True.
So much.
You need...
We need to do a review of it. But, like, you can't be like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to invade Taiwan and then go up through China. And then
Which is
first-
Like,
kind of like
unless
what
you
I-
do strategy cutaways like we did for Game of Thrones.
Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
Which
true.
people enjoyed, but that
That took so long.
peek behind the curtain, Iron Curtain, Twilight Struggle. So, how long? I can't remember off the top of my head how long it takes to play Game of Thrones. It's what, like 2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah.
That probably
20
took us
minutes.
6 hours of filming.
Yeah,
At
it was
least.
significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does take a lot of time in editing. I think I
Oh my
spent
goodness.
3 hours a night for probably 2 straight weeks.
Yeah,
I probably put over 40 hours into editing that video.
right. Which is why you don't see those kinds of videos
Yeah.
usually. And by the way, that has the most thumbs down of any
Yeah,
video
it is our
we've ever
most
done.
disliked, also most viewed video.
But I think it has the most likes because of the, or dislikes because of the most views, but also because they were hoping to see like a play-by-play Rado style, and
Yeah.
instead it was more of a
Reality show.
Will Wheaton, right? Like his thing
Yeah.
where he does cuts.
Yeah.
What's it called? Watch It Played. No.
No.
Tabletop.
Most of the
Yeah,
show.
tabletop. Right?
Yeah.
Tabletop, yeah.
Yeah, it was like tabletop where we do the cut asides and we're like, here's what I'm gonna do, you know. So anyway,
And it
what
led
was-
to some classic lines like, "We need a mirror."
this is true. There's some great B-roll out of that too. What was your other suggestion?
My other thought is less simple, but occasional guest hosts.
Ooh,
When we first started, it was pretty much Sean and I, and we'd constantly rotate who we had on the panel. And over time, we realized Eric was the only really competent guest host.
and most entertaining. There were some
Yeah.
other competent
There
ones,
were some
but
other
it was
good
like
ones.
they were boring or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I do think it'd be fun to get occasional additional opinions.
True.
And I think that'd work best for those party games.
Yeah.
So, like, if we do a party game, I'll just use Spyfall as an example. It plays up to 8. If we had an 8-player game, and then afterwards we had everyone give their 30-second review.
Right.
You know, I think that could help give a wider... Because we all have moderately similar play styles, and so it would help bring another
fresh
view
look, yeah.
to the game.
True. That'd
But,
be cool.
but our problem is we do, like, 14-hour film sessions,
right.
and most people aren't big fans of that.
Right. Well, we could do is we could bring them in for that one game, and whenever they show up, it's like, all right, we're cutting over.
Yeah.
We're halfway through playing whatever, but let's go ahead and
Yeah.
cut over. Use the other end of the table or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That works. I like it.
So...
I like it. Is anyone taking notes on this? You are.
And again, comment down below. Let us know if you like any of these ideas, if you hate some of these ideas, if you have a better idea. If you want to charter a jet and fly to middle of nowhere, Iowa, let us know.
Ooh, yeah. If you want to be a guest on the show, no, in all seriousness, maybe you're in Illinois and you wouldn't mind a 2-hour drive to Iowa. I don't know. It's Iowa, Norway. Anywho, okay, so we've done all of our recommendations, right?
Unless either of you have any more.
I don't think so. More indie
I think there was
games.
one kind of floating in my
Well,
head, but I can't
One,
remember.
and there's one that we've been discussing this for a while, and so it will happen eventually. But set shows, and some of these it may come down to a playlist, where maybe
Right.
we'll create a playlist and maybe we'll have private videos among the playlist where we're commentating. But like we talked about reviewing every Spiel des Jahres winner.
Right.
We've
right,
talked
yeah.
about doing like all the Catans.
Takes so long.
You know, and so some of those, we do the review.
All of the key games.
Yeah. So like, it might be one of those things where we do the review over time, but then we might
Yeah.
make a special playlist.
Right.
And so the playlist is just those videos, and then we might have a 1 or 2 minute clip between them that is only accessible through the playlist, where we're saying, all right, the next game we're going to look at is Ticket to Ride. It won the Spiel des Jahres in this year. Check it out. Let us know what you thought.
Right.
So it'd be like little intros amongst the playlists. But then someone's just lazy and like, I want to watch their Spiel des Jahres stuff. Like, could all be in a set playlist.
Fair enough.
And one other thought, I want to find ways to get the community more involved.
Yes.
We're clearly not sure how to do that, but you're the community.
I've seen-
So you let us know how you're
I've
going to be
seen
involved.
giveaways, and maybe
Yeah.
we could do that with some of the games we're given to review
Yeah.
and whatnot.
And that was kind of a segue into my change, and that was kind of getting the community more involved as well. That was a big one for me.
So I guess that leads to a question of how could we involve you guys more?
How do you want to be involved?
Yeah.
Crowdfunding. Sorry.
I mean, if you could recommend a game if you want to see certain games
Oh, yeah.
played and stuff like that,
That would be
If you want to come down and teach us a game,
Ooh, that'd also be good.
or if we're going to be at similar cons, we can always meet up at a
Yeah.
con.
I'm looking at you,
yeah.
James Stegmeyer.
Because I'm sure he watches. He might. Okay, so next topic I wanted to discuss was looking back at the year, right? What was your favorite game we reviewed? Right? Not including the ones we've played today, because that'll actually be this is like the cutting point, right?
Yeah.
So you can't include Oceanos now, because that's next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here the trick becomes trying to remember every game we've reviewed this year.
Agreed.
But I feel like the highlights, like the first games that come to mind, those are probably the ones we enjoyed the most.
Right?
So on that note, what were your guys' favorite games?
I could go through the list, but I really liked Big Book of Madness. It has come under fire for
Being too awesome.
being the same game over and over and not having high replayability. But I still contend that they could come out with expansion packs and
Oh,
really
yeah.
just blister packs of cards, right? That are new spells.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
all they need to do.
Or
New
even
spells.
just monsters.
Yeah.
The monsters didn't change that much for me.
But they could make monsters that change things.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And one of the things we recommend on the video is they have those random cards.
Yep.
Like they could have multiple colors in those sets. And there's a lot they can do.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think they just need expansion packs. But I think that was one of my favorite games. What was the other one? Francis Drake I also really liked.
That's near the top of my list.
Do you want me to pull up the list and we can run through them?
Why not? Let's
Okay.
let's pull
All
up
right.
the list.
All right. Future Sean.
I mean, I could probably name my top three fairly
Okay.
I
easily.
probably name my
Top
Because
30.
it'd be probably Francis Drake, Orleans,
Orleans was good.
and now it's a tough call between Luna and Agricola. I'd probably say Agricola before Luna. Oh, but Isle of Skye was also... I really like Isle of Skye.
that was on mine.
That was good. The first time we played it at Gen Con, you didn't seem to really gel with it. Or maybe you did and you were just thinking a lot and I couldn't tell.
I enjoyed it at Gen Con, but we had the random guy playing with us, and he was really frustrating.
The riff raff.
Well, he was an AP player,
Yeah, he was.
and he was non-emotional, if that makes sense.
Fair enough.
Very, very meh.
All right, so we have Agricola Family Edition. That was okay, but I think that just made us hunger to play Agricola more.
Agreed.
Yeah, which Agricola is on mine because it is still my favorite game.
Yep, sixes.
Shockingly
which,
amazing.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Eric has, and then I went out and bought a copy because it deserved to have another copy in our collection, I think. Agricola, of course,
Revised.
rated at 8. Yeah, revised.
Mayfair
Revised,
edition.
yep,
Which
Mayfair.
was actually nice with the different paneling that they did, you know, so it
And
looked better.
There are different cards, different
Yep.
tiles. They have fewer buildings, but it's more balanced, in my opinion.
Dead Men Tell No Tales,
I
which we've had
enjoyed
for a
that one.
while, but yeah. Kill Code, which I don't think you guys saw. It's an indie game. Tears of Existence, another indie game. Did not like that one, as a matter of fact.
3.2 out of 10.
I'm not going to rip on it, but it was frustrating. It was a roll and move game of 3 different levels. So you have to roll and move until you land on the right spaces multiple times.
Yikes.
Then you move to the next level, and then you do that, and then you move. It was like a 3-hour. Anyway. Combi, the Pied Piper we played. I remember you guys liking that one.
That's one of my favorite in the Tail End game series.
Fight for Olympus.
Decent 2-player game.
It was okay. And definitely not my favorite. Francis Drake.
Fantastic game.
That was...
Looking back at our score, we gave it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
So that's pretty legit. All right, let's see what else we have. I'm curious about earlier this year, because I don't remember. Costa Rica, that was okay. Luna.
I think that was more your speed, Brian.
That was much more, I think, than your guys's. I think I enjoyed that the most out of us.
Big Book of Madness. Viticulture. Oh, I forgot about
that
that.
one. I think is one of the top ones.
I've bought it since, but I haven't gotten to play it yet.
Yeah, no, I've been waiting for you to break it out.
Edition.
Nice. Nevermore.
I don't think I was there.
That was isn't that the Raven?
Yeah.
Player-ish elimination. You turn into a Raven or something.
Oh no, I was here for that one. I think
that's what we wanted from our contest.
That one was from a really long time ago because we had played it actually out in the garage before.
Before we had
the
set up
garage.
there.
Yep.
Elemental is an indie game.
Puppy Power.
Oh man.
Generation, survivalistic. Shadows over Normandy.
That was a fun one.
Yep, that was a good one. It's more war gamey than I usually like.
I enjoy occasional war games, but I feel most of our game group, most of my game groups, I can't speak for yours, aren't very conflictive.
Yeah, they're...
so, like, even, like, when we played Scythe, like, not much battle happened.
I think me and Sean might have been the more aggressive.
Yeah.
And
I attacked twice that entire game.
Yeah, I think mine was kind of built on attacking, so...
And then Spinderella vs. Shots Robots, the video I did with my nieces.
The Kinderspiels?
Yep, the Kinderspiels from 2015. So those were okay games, but I mean they're kids games. So, but yeah. So of those, what was your favorite?
I mean, still Agricola being my favorite game right now. I mean, I still have a lot of room to be like, a game that could overthrow that. But. Agricola definitely comes into mind. Viticulture and Francis Drake are probably my top 3.
Not bad. What did I say again? Big Book of Madness, Francis Drake.
Yep. And Puppy Power.
Puppy Power. That's what it is. No, I think I would say... I think it would have to be... Man, I just want to say Oceanos, but I can't. So, yeah, I'm going to say Agricola.
Yeah. I mean, I would say Francis Drake, definitely up there. Did not expect to like that game as much as I did.
Right.
Orléans.
Yeah, that was good.
I mean, it had been highly talked about. I've had it for quite a while.
Yeah.
But it scared me. If that makes sense, I'm like, there's so much stuff. And then once I finally learned it and played it, I'm like, this game is amazing. I'm so excited to play it more. And then my third one, part of me wants to say Agricola or Viticulture. I'd probably say Agricola over Viticulture.
We just lost Jamie Stegmeyer's
We
reviewer.
just lost
Unbelievable.
Stegmeyer. But hear me out. I think it's because Viticulture needs Tuscany. I got the Essential Edition, and it's perfect.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you can't argue with that either. Even if you are Jamie Stegmeyer, you'd be like, well, yeah, I changed it to be better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's a better refinement.
Exactly.
Yep.
And were I to say core Agricola versus Viticulture Essential, then I would probably take Essential.
Yeah.
But I think Agricola is more approachable because in my friend circles, people have heard of that or they haven't heard of Viticulture. So I can teach them that more simply. Which is kind of weird.
True. I do like the theme better in Viticulture.
Agreed.
Right. Yeah.
So there's that. And the custom meeples are cool.
And we got Jamie back.
Yes! All right. Anything else you guys want to add? This is kind of a free-form moment to look back on the year. Those are the 3 topics I had.
I think at some point too, I think because there are 3 of us, it's harder to do. But I think there are like 2-player games that are really good that are out there that kind of skip by because they are 2-player games.
Right.
Mayfair's Trombone, for instance, like I love that.
Yeah. Like we've done a few, like we've done Patchwork, we've done Olympus,
Right.
but generally it's 2 of us play while the other one watches, and then we switch up, 2 more play.
Yeah.
But
I think there are enough 2-player games out there that just kind of get passed by because they are 2-player games. So I even if they are shorter reviews, I mean, we can easily do those too.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah. Cool.
I would also like to see, and a few reviewers have discussed this in other areas, and to mixed reaction on their part, not so much on the viewer part. I would like to do a legacy-a-thon. Where we say, this weekend, we are going to start and finish blank legacy. And so it'd be like, we're going to start and finish Pandemic Legacy. We're going to start and finish Risk Legacy. We're going to start and finish Seafall. Or just one of those games, and just like marathon it, and then record how it changes over time.
We do that without spoiling it, or it would just be
That's the thing.
inclusive of
It would
spoilers.
be, and that's the argument a lot of people have, and that's where you have to say like warning, massive spoilers. So you would have to take one that is fairly known. So like Risk Legacy, I feel like we're beyond spoiler alertage. It's been out long enough. Once Pandemic Legacy Season 2 comes out, I feel like Season 1 spoilers are open game. Seafall, I don't know if they'll ever make a follow-up to that. But that'd be another question for the audience is, would there be value to that? And if so, would you have a preference on spoilers?
So legacy games usually move so slow that like we would have to do a lot of editing. Mm-hmm. It would have to be, here's the board in between each of our playthroughs of how things happen, and then fast forward it or something, like put a camera up top and then I don't know, something to think about for sure. For show. Anywho, yeah. I think that's it. Have you guys enjoyed the rate at which we've been kicking out videos? For a while we were intermittent. Now we're doing them every week on Tuesdays. Is that working out for you guys? Is it not enough? Do you guys want to see a video every day?
That's not probably going to
that's
happen.
scary.
I mean, it could be like blog style. It could just be like, hey, I'm Sean in front of a camera. What's up? I bought a game. Later.
True.
Right? I've seen a lot of reviewers do that. Be like, I'm super excited about this game I just read about. All right, later. Like that's...
Yeah.
That was an impression of
I
anybody.
hope
If
we
there is
never
someone out
become
there. I agree, but maybe that's
Any
what people want.
resemblance
I
to
don't
actual
know.
characters.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, there are things we could do similar to that. Another thought I had, and it came through conversation with another guy, and I don't know if there'd be interest to you guys or not, but he mentions about once a month or so they do a audio cast where they just break down everything they've played in the last month, pretty much, and any big news that's come out. So like that'd be another option. So you could say, hey, like once a month, once every other month, we could do like a 30-minute vidcast, essentially, where we'd just be sitting here discussing, all right, what have we reviewed the last month, hyperlinks to those clips, asking you guys if there's any, again, videos that you want to see in the future, discussing if any big news has happened recently, any cons that are coming up or have happened, etc.
Right. That'd be cool.
Oh, there is one other thing that I was thinking about.
Okay.
I think we started off, doing a lot more of the indies, right? So, and we still get, people requesting to review indies and things like that. One thing maybe like every once in a while I'll do like a Kickstarter highlight. Like, one game that sticks out to us, be like, okay, this is on Kickstarter now. This is one that, like, kind of like what you were saying, like, this is something that I'm looking forward to. This is one that looks good to me,
That'd be cool. Do you guys follow the Kickstarters anymore?
I do now.
You do?
No. I do a little bit. Or am I allowed to throw shout-outs to other people? Is
Yeah,
that okay?
do it.
So I watch a weekly show. It's from the guys who created Board with Life. And it's just board game news. And he just mentions what's on Kickstarter. Every week he mentions his favorite new Kickstarter. He discusses games that he's been playing, that he's looking forward to playing.
Nice.
And it's a way for me to help keep weekly up to date on what's happening. He spends a lot more time, so he must have more time than I do, or maybe he's just amazing. So it's fascinating seeing all the work that he's put into it, which is really exciting. And he makes me passionate about other games.
Cool.
Because every game he talks about, I'm like, ooh, I want to try that now.
Yeah.
I always check out the Kickstarters that he mentions, and
Cool.
I don't have the time to do a weekly show like that. But.
Yeah, I can't keep up with all the Kickstarters. I gotta be honest with you guys. 4 years ago, sure, there was like hundreds and the hundreds of Kickstarters out there live, right? Now there's like 2,385. It's like, how do you look through all those? How is that every day? Like more are coming out.
You look at the title that sounds the coolest,
I mean,
and the
that's-
cover photo that looks the coolest.
That's what you do. And then maybe if those pique your interest, you read the little subtext and it's like, deduction game for 4-year-olds. Nah, skip that, you know.
Although, I mean, it is our playing level.
That's true.
I mean, true.
I mean, I can spearhead that then. I mean,
The Kickstarters? That'd be awesome.
because I've been sifting through them anyway. So
That'd be awesome because I'd love to know. Half the time
all right.
I end up hearing about something the final 3 days and I'm like, oh man, I better back that.
Yeah, I can spearhead that then.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kickstarters, no, I'll tell you guys off camera. Haha, you don't get in on this conversation.
Dun dun dun. Check out Unlocked. It'll be on Kickstarter soon.
I'm backing it.
Where was that
Where
voice?
did that come from? Anywho, all right, I think that's it. Unless final thoughts for the year, for this next year to 2017. I'm already implementing the vintage games. Tornado Rex coming at you soon.
Say what?
What? Oh, not literally? Okay. Anyway, see you guys later. Enjoy 2017. We're going to go with that, but this guy has to get out of the way.
Guys, a wild ghastly appeared.
No, not a wild gosling.
Gotcha, Ryan.
What are you doing here?
Guys, I caught Ryan.
You're so wild.
No, are we talking about Ryan Gosling, or are we talking about this stupid daughter from Darkwing Duck?
I did not know there was a Darkwing Duck daughter named Gosling.
Fair.
Or is it the...
Darkwing Duck. is
It's
a
niece, I
Mosley.
think. Niece.
Well, you know what? I feel
Have
like
you noticed
it
that any of the Duck family from the Disney series, like Donald, Scrooge, Drake Mallard, they're all like uncles, but they never actually have kids themselves. And for some reason, the father or the parents of the ducks
or the Holy Ghost.
like cannot like take care of their kids, so it's always the uncle that ends up taking care.
And the uncle is always less than competent.
Generally, yes.
Okay. you
And
guys
on
ready?
that note, are we going to time this or just go for
Just
it?
go with it. This is going to be a
Alright.
free form,
Timer gone.
free for all thing.
Can we
Alright.
only speak in freestyle?
Yes. Yeah.
Where's Lynn Michael when you need him?
Yo, what's up?
Wait, are we hiding?
This is the thing. No,
Abra-
you can have that out.
Okay.